Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome back to the Trophy Hunter save. If you watched the last episode all the way through, you will see that I really tried to get out of Newcastle. Nothing ever came up, no jobs available, nothing like that. So what I decided I'm going to do is we're going to play one more season with Newcastle, just to try to get us to win some competitions here. We really need to win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. That way we can move on and not ever have to come back to England. I'm not saying we won't come back to maybe win the Champions League or something, but this way we don't have to come back to England. That being said, at the end of this season, no matter what, I am going to resign from Newcastle. That way, other teams will see that I'm in the agent or in the open market, and hopefully that'll get some teams to come in and try to sign me as their new head coach. So, with that being said, let us take a look at our new Newcastle. I've made some signings. This is absolutely insane. I think that Newcastle in this game is way too easy to play with. If they were, give them a couple of years and it's going to be the easiest save in the world to start with Newcastle. Obviously, we've won the Premier League the last 2 times in a row. And now this year, hopefully we can win a FA Cup or Carabao Cup. But what I mean by it's too easy is I've spent 301 million. I mean, we did have 218 out, which is impressive, but I spent 301 million. So let's take a quick look and go through some of these players. 2 from Dortmund, our 2 most expensive ones from Dortmund. Jude Bellingham, I don't need to go into this. You guys know who he is. You know how fantastic he is. 116 million. It was his release clause. We just paid it. Moving on. Yusufa Makoku. Horrible pronunciation, but bear with me. Youngster, 20-year-old German. Obviously can be a fantastic striker for us. Hopefully he will. He's not going to start every game, but he'll play here and there. Look at his stats here. 16 acceleration, 16 pace, good stamina, good dribbling, good finishing, great first touch, great technique, composure. I mean, he is pretty awesome. Obviously growing that decisions there, and work rate. He's going to be incredible in the years to come. Just a backup center back who actually was trained in the UK. So he came in and he filled a good position. Oops, I did miss someone. I realized that. I'll go back to him. So he is going to be a backup. It'll all be fine. Everyone will be happy. Diogo Costa. Obviously a great goalkeeper. I really felt like it was pretty much one of the only places we could upgrade other than another center midfielder. And he is the one to buy this year in FM. Carmona, of course, he was our loan player. Obligation to buy afterwards. You already saw him. Andre Gomez, another backup goalkeeper here. 20-year-old Portuguese man. Probably not going to see him a whole lot, but he is awesome. And then I just needed to throw in a lone player. I needed another center mid. He's a great wonder kid, and he can grow into something. I think there is an obligation to buy at the end of this one as well, but we won't be here to see that. Sven Botman, unbelievably sold for 65 million. Seriously, don't ask me. I don't know what happened. I think Juventus came in for him, and he really, really wanted to go, so I said okay. And then right after I accepted the Juventus bid, these guys jumped in with a insane bid. So I accepted that and just prayed to the FM gods that Sven Botman would make the right choice and go to Al Hilal here. And he did. So fantastic for us. Alex Scott, the youngster, he played for us, but he isn't really developing as much as I had hoped. So he is out as well. 45 million for him. Andres Sheldrup was very unhappy with me, so he wanted to go, and I let him go. Yeah, that's all there is really to it. Elliot Anderson, another one of those youngsters that can develop into something. He just wasn't really playing for us at all. And I saw the opportunity to make 42.5 million on him, and that's exactly what we did. I believe that was it. I don't think anyone else. Yeah. So that is it, which takes us to what our first or starting 11 is probably going to look like. Um, Obviously, let's see. Why are you unhappy? Oh yeah, you were left out of the Champions League. That's right. Um, so kind of our first team here moving forward is going to be something like this: Fernandez or Gramarish up there, Rice playing back in defensive midfield, Tresoldi, Liao, Palmer. This can change. We could put Liao up top. We can put St. Maximum in. Angelo, obviously Makoko, can come in and play striker as well. Just a lot of good opportunities for us. Lots of people supporting the fact that I left out you. That is rather annoying. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the team. Those are all of the transfers. Obviously, we have a great team. We should be able to win. We are here at Brentford. We'll probably just play the Inter game. Actually, you guys won't get to see the Brentford game because that's kind of lame. And this early start to this recording is dragging on quite a bit. So I think we're going to play just one game. But you can look at our results here so far this season. 3-1 against Tottenham. Fantastic result. Follow that up with a 0-0 against Norwich, which is not ideal. 3-2 against Liverpool. Obviously great. Arsenal 1-1. Chelsea 3-2. Pretty rough start to the season for us, teams-wise. But we made it through there playing pretty dang well. So I am happy with that. So without further ado, let us just go and hop into the Inter game and we'll see kind of how the team plays. Okay, and hopping into the match, it looks like this. Makoko up top, Leao, Palmer on the wings, Rice, Bellingham, Gumarish. I'm going to flip-flop those two, and Bellingham. Dest on the outside, Gavardio, Lacroix, Porro, and Langley in goal because Diego Costa is out injured, of course. Out 10 days to 3 weeks, so not ideal, but I think we should still be able to win here. Positive approach, and let's just go ahead and hop in. I want to check these out. That all looks okay. That all looks okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. Do that for him. Let's go ahead and hop into the match and see how we do against the likes of Inter. I do want to make sure that I'm not blasting your guys' eardrums here. I don't think I'm going to, but just in case, let me put the old headphones on. We are going to go hard on Lautaro Martinez. And let's see what happens. Do have a little bit of Champions League music, of course. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's take a look at their team. Obviously, Sheldrup is back against us, as we sold him this summer. Martinez, Carboni, Luis Alberto, Barella, Brozovic, no, Bastoni, Skriniar, Dumfries, and Jan Sommer in goal. Very solid team, for sure. Hopefully we have enough about us to still get the victory here as we start off on the attack with the wonderful green and white kits. Declan Rice tries a shot from distance, not gonna work out. Pedro Porro, free kick, Palmer on the back, and LaCroix actually headed that. I didn't think LaCroix headed that. Very interesting. That looked like Palmer, did it not? I think that was a tag team. I think that was a team effort there. I'm going to give it to Palmer and LaCroix, the doubleheader. But great early start here as we get another highlight. Dest into Palmer, back to Dest. Crossed, headed clear, but only as far as Rice. Liao with it, off the ball. That should have been a goal. Another highlight, 16 minutes in, having all the highlights in the world. Bruno does well. Bellingham, Palmer, easy as you like. 2-0 to us. I think I'm going to pop her on balance now. We'll see out the rest of the game. Gvardiol, Dest tries to do well, but Bruno Guimaraes does even better. Bellingham, quick ball to Palmer. A goal. And immediately into another highlight. What are we going to do here? Hopefully it's not a goal for Inter. That would not be very enjoyable. Brozovic, all the way out here to Carboni. Litero. You know what? As long as Sheldrup doesn't score against us, I think I will be happy. That was poor play here. Gvardiol kind of gets pulled out of position. Yeah. Definitely not what you like to see. But time is now ripping by. I think the move to balanced was a bad one. I have to be completely honest. If I could go back in time, I might not have done that until we were at least up 3. Liao does so well here on the outside. Into Makoko. What can he do? Bellingham. Back to him. And he passes it to the keeper. Not exactly what I had hoped for, but we continue into another highlight. A minute in to extra or added time. Bruno out to Liao. Out to Dest. Dest across to Bellingham. Into Palmer. Is that a hat trick? No. That's right. LaCroix got the first goal, but we all know that Palmer had a help in that. Palmer playing very well today, it has to be said. Dest, great cross, back to Bellingham, who nods it into Palmer. Sweet. Okay, so stats-wise, looking good. LaCroix with 1, Palmer with 2. Palmer kind of getting robbed there. Let's hop into the second half and see. Bruno Guimaraes is going to need a sub. Same with Liao. And that's a quick second half goal from Inter there. Just gets free on the corner. Bastoni heads it in. Yeah. Langley, not a good enough keeper to keep that out. Langley really letting us down here. I'm not super happy about it. I think we do Willock in. What position does he like to play again? Advanced Mazzala on support, maybe. No, Bellingham's there. I think I undo that. I don't think Willock is the one. I think Ugarte is the one. And I think we move back a little bit. And Ugarte can play ball-winning midfielder on defend. And let's go with that. I know Liao is struggling a little bit, but I think we're going to keep him out there for now and see what happens. Also have Tresoldi, who can come on from Makoko. That might be a decent sub to make here early on. Give him every opportunity to try and get a goal for us. Advance forward on attack is good. That's all looking good. Let's go ahead with that and see what happens. 3-2 up, 70th minute approaching, and they have a free kick. Headed, not clear. Someone win the ball back. Win the ball back, break for on a counterattack. That would be ideal. Or let them play it all the way back to the end summer. Trisoldi does well there. That was fantastic. Palmer not going to reach that. Sheldrup, Maturo, Carboni. That was a horrible shot. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was a horrible shot. Okay. Barcelona. Who is Barcelona playing? I'm sorry. I have to see this. Who did they play? 9? We'll have to take a look at that after this. That's insane. Okay. Subs real quick here. I do not want Liao to get injured. So let's go ahead and put Joe Willock up in there. Declan Rice struggling as well. I don't have anyone that I can put on for him. Joe Linton can come on for Bellingham. And that's going to have to do it for now. Target. No, defense looks good. It's really just Declan Rice here. Okay, let's go ahead and just see out the rest of the game. Only 9 minutes left. Surely we can make it. 86th, 87th. That should be good. 4 minutes at a time. Inter clawing back. Not going to do it, though. A good win. 3-2. And we move on. I do want to see who Barcelona played. Who? Jablonec. Very interesting. PSG set to launch Palmer bid. Good luck with that. 97 million, though. I might let him go for that. Okay. Schedule-wise, let's take a look. Where do we want to come back? Man City, Tottenham, Man City, PSG, probably right in here. We'll play, well, we're really only worried about the cups right now. So we'll probably come back for the PSG game just because that'll be a fun game to watch. And who knows? We'll play another game probably, but we'll come back for there. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you could leave a like and subscribe, that would be awesome for me. Another thing that I have just done, and it should be linked in the description below, is I created a Discord server for my channel, and I just want everyone to come in and be able to hang out and talk FM and give their own little tips and tricks if they want, or I'll be putting some tips and tricks that I come up with, and then there'll also be a spot for everyone's rebuild ideas. So if you have a team that you really want me to rebuild, go ahead and pop into the Discord and find the rebuild ideas channel and pop it in there. And who knows, maybe that will be what I do next. Alrighty, guys, I'm out. Peace.